With the catastrophic collapse of Terra's native algorithmic stablecoin UST, the crypto market in 2022 has seen one of the biggest crashes in history. Affected by the UST crash, panic in the crypto market has intensified, and many people have turned their backs on algorithmic stablecoins. But what is unexpected is that the decentralized algorithm stable currency USDD, recently launched by the Tron public chain, has shown a trend of contrarian growth, making it the third-ranked public chain in TVL after Ethereum and BSC. In this video, let's look at the Tron algorithmic stablecoin USDD and see if it can restore confidence. Justin Sun and Tron public chain. Tron was established in 2017 and the mainnet was launched in May 2018. The total number of users of Tron public chain is close to 100 million. The number of transactions exceeds 3.2 billion and the total lockup volume TVL exceeds $5.8 billion, making it the third public chain ecosystem. This is due to the recent issuance of USDD and the boost to the entire ecosystem. As the founder of Tron, Justin Sun has countless labels on his body, such as post-90s entrepreneur, a league harvester, a genius from Peking University, a disciple of Jack Ma, the first person to play Buffett, and so on. However, his most significant characteristic is self-marketing, and the birth of the above label is also due to his innate ability to hype. So let's take a look at the hotspots that Justin Sun has excited over the years. After the launch with Buffett was sold for an all-time high price of $4.57 million. It was cancelled due to sudden kidney stones. In retaliation for He Xiaopeng, founder of Xiaopeng Motors, it claimed to invest 10 million yuan to support Xiaopeng car owners' rights protection. US President Donald Trump said he's not a fan of Bitcoin and invited Trump to his luncheon with Buffett. Claimed to invest 10 million yuan to help OFO bike-sharing users return their deposits. Announced that it would buy all Bitcoin sold by Tesla founder Elon Musk. High-profile announcement to spend $10.5 million on purchasing the first NFT avatar in his life. To put it simply, as long as it is hotspot that can be hyped, Justin Sun will not let it go. For Justin Sun and Tron, there seems to be not hotspot that cannot be used for hype, and this has become their primary marketing tool. What is an algorithmic stablecoin USDD? There are always retrogrades in the crypto market. For example, a week before the collapse of Luna and UST, Justin Sun issued an open letter on Twitter announcing that Tron officially launched its stable algorithmic currency USDD, decentralized USD, and initiated the establishment of the Tron Joint Reserve, Tron DAO Reserve, referred to as TDR. USDD quickly entered people's field of vision and, at the same time, opened circulation on Tron, BNB chain, and Ethereum public chains. The decentralization mechanism of USDD. The USDD protocol runs on the Tron blockchain network and maintains its peg to the US dollar by burning TRX. When the price of USDD is less than 1 USD, users and arbitrageurs will send 1 USDD to the system in a decentralized form and receive 1 USD worth of TRX. When the price of USDD is greater than 1 US dollars, users and arbitrageurs will send 1 US dollar worth of TRX to the system and receive 1 USDD in a decentralized form. TRX is the native cryptocurrency of the Tron blockchain network, and TRX is also the most natural defense against USDD price fluctuations. USDD manages scarcity through TRX. In the USDD protocol, TRX is used to absorb the volatility of USDD. If the price of USDD is de-anchored, users can destroy USDD to mint TRX, prompting USDD to be re-anchored. Strong support for TDR against USDD. According to relevant information, USDD adopted the currently popular DAO decentralized organization to manage and issue and establish the Tron DAO Reserve TDR, which has the functions of reserve guarantee funds, minting and issuing USDD. As the initial custodian, TDR has the management authority to maintain USDD. Furthermore, it guarantees the stability and decentralization of USDD exchange rate through reserve financial assets. According to information disclosed by the official Twitter, TDR has repeatedly increased its reserves to maintain market stability. As of May 18th, TDR has reserves including about $82 million worth of BTC, about $180 million worth of TRX, and about $280 million value of USDT and other diversified assets. From this point of view, TDR is likely to continue to buy mainstream encrypted assets as collateral assets for USDD. So what is the difference between USDD and UST? Based on inheriting the basic model of UST, USDD transforms the core of the algorithmic stablecoin from code to TDR. In the future, the issuance, destruction, and arbitrage activities of USDD will be adjusted from the original code completion to the approval of TDR authority. To put it simply, the core of USDD model is to transform the openness in the spirit of blockchain into closure and the minimization of trust into the maximization of trust. That is, users need to trust TDR fully. Therefore, we need to re-examine the risks of this new algorithmic stable currency USDD compared to the original UST. Trust risk. TDR has controlled the minting, issuance, and destruction of USDD, so it remains whether this mechanism can operate stably as expected. But it is foreseeable that he needs a high degree of trust in TDR from users. Only when 5/7 of the member institutions in the TDR favor some resolutions for USDD would be passed, and then a multi-signature can be initiated. Although this looks safe, the management of these 7 independent wallets needs to be done off-chain. In other words, we only know that there are 7 separate wallet addresses, but we cannot confirm that 7 independent individuals control these 7 addresses. If one person directly holds these 7 wallets, when TDR, if a wrong decision is made, the security of the user's funds will be affected. Coinverse has not found public disclosure information regarding the management rights of multi-signature wallets and will continue to pay attention to it in the future. Manage risk. Even if there is no trust risk in TDR, the stable operation of USDD still needs to overcome a lot of management risks. The main problem lies in the off-chain management of multi-signature wallet private keys. If hackers steal enough multi-signature wallet private keys, the minted USDD will likely flow directly to the secondary market. The pool of funds will be lost. Of course, TDR has taken specific prevention against this risk. For example, funds need to go through a 10-day cooling-off period before they can be transferred out. But in Coinverse's view, all these measures are still increasing the cost of trust for users. Under collateralization risk, for USDD, the most considerable risk is the price drop of TRX. When the price of TRX is not enough to meet the redemption demand of all issued USDD still needs to make excess reserves to cope with the drop in TRX price. TDR will use $10 billion of assets jointly raised to sponsors of the custody blockchain industry as early reserves. Our reserves will enter TDR in the next 6 to 12 months. Although USDD provides audit reports issued by Slow Mists, the current audit often reports only confirm that the original code of the project implements the business logic required by the team and cannot provide reference opinions on whether the business logic itself has various risks. As a result, Coinverse believes that the audit report can often only be used as a limited reference, and auditing can never be equivalent to absolute security. Coinverse is the world's first value discovery community in the blockchain field. We reviews and judges public chains and high-quality projects objectively and fairly. All content of Coinverse is for reference only to community users, not as investment advice.